last election season, we lost every election we had. Some would say the best thing that we did was lose, and some would be right. But I'm not here to talk about this. There's a lot of other problems that we have that I'm not going to talk about either. What I'm here to talk about how to win. And that is what most of you want to know, is how do we win? One thing I've learned is that when the Democrats stop listening, they lose. But when they listen to their grassroots, they win. My idea is a three-point solution. And that is communications, reorganization, and fundraising. First of all, we have to reorganize because we're not organized as we are. The information from the grassroots is not getting to the top. We have to develop ways to do that. And one of the ways that I'm developing to do that is that we're going to have a community chair advisory board. It's going to compose of 7 community chairs from the 7 districts, and they will bring information from the other chairs to the board that will be passed on to the chairs, to the executive board. We're going to do this by having our 7-member chairman's advisory board. It will consist of members, 1 member each from each district of county chairs that will sit on this board, that will bring information from each district to the executive board. And that's how the information is going to be spread back and forth from the grassroots. Secondly, I said, one of the things that I found when I was a juvenile counselor is that we have that the reason for gangs is because children don't believe that their parents can take care of them. So they get together in gangs to protect themselves. Well, the Democratic Party has something like that. Flip side a little bit is that we're not heard. We have all these groups, New Democrats, Women's Democrats, and Blue Dog Democrats. We have them because the people feel that they are not being heard by the Democratic Party. So they group together so that they can get their voices heard. We have to bring these people back. We cannot survive with all of these loose groups out there and not really being a viable part of our Democratic Party. Part of reorganization is giving them a voice, having committees that they can put together reports so that information can get to the executive committee, and those decisions can be made based on everyone's input. My campaign is about inclusion, about having every voice heard so that we can make the best decision for everybody. These are part of the reorganization plans that we have. Communication is very important because we don't have control of the TVs. We don't have control of the newspaper. Only thing that we have control of is our voice. We have to develop a way to get our message out. One of the things that we're talking about doing and that we will do is that we're going to have a social network much like Facebook, where individuals in the Democratic Party can go on site and find any Democratic member in the state of South Carolina. Also, each county will have their own webpage to put any information on there that they would have. Also, we're going to have a news page where all the up-to-date news from all over the states about all the elected officials and counties will be there. So anybody can go on and find out what is going on in the Democratic Party in whatever particular area. Another thing that we're looking at is that we're proposing to have radio shows in different markets so that the information that we have can be disseminated throughout the state. We're going to have talk shows. We're going to have shows where elected officials are disseminating the information that they have from local and state offices so that people won't feel so left out. That's communication. The next piece we have is fundraising. Fundraising is very important, but it's not the only thing. You can't fundraise. Funds are a tool to get you where you need to go. Of course, we know the vote is the most important thing, but we do need money. And the way that we're going to do this is that we're going to have a small money fund, a small donor fund, and a large donor fund. We're going to have two different groups because it takes two different mindsets to solicit funds. Also, we're going to look at having partnership with organizations such as labor and the VA, organizations that have needs and they need a voice. And the Democrat has always been a voice for them. We're gonna partnership with them to raise funds for our candidates. And finally, we're gonna also get into merchandising, something that we haven't done in a while. I mean, there are some counties that do it, but we need to do it throughout the state. These are the three areas that we're talking about. This is just part of my plan. But if you would look at what I'm talking about today, and if you really think about the things that have gone wrong in our Democratic Party, these things will make a difference. My name is Lee Walter Jenkins. I am asking you for your vote. Don't let this election campaign, this election season go by without thinking about the ideas to make the Democratic Party better. Don't vote personality. Don't vote familiarity. Vote the best man for the job, and that's Lee Jenkins.